Hi students, welcome to another tutorial for Learn AutoCAD through examples. Today we're gonna learn a new kind of tools in AutoCAD, what we call hatching. So in this sketch you can see we have a flywheel, the front view on the left side and left hand section, the view on the right side. So the thing that we're gonna draw is, you can see the sketch. At the end it should look like this. There is a flywheel hub and a section. So in this section you can see there is hatch lines. So first we construct the sketch and then we will discuss how we can insert hatching over here. So in this activity you're going to learn how to draw this section as well as how to insert hatching into your sectioned side view. Okay, let's begin. For this activity, we're going to use our template A with unit inches. So let me open the template first. So this is template A. Let's open that one. It is already here. So template is ready, and as usual, we're going to make some layers. I already created two layers named object with red color and construction with color code 253. I need one more layer for center line. For the center, let it be green. And as usual, for the center line type, let me load the center to this line. I choose that one. And lastly, this is something new. We never created hatch before in this tutorial series. So I'm going to make a new layer for hatching. And for hatching, we're going to use continuous normal line. And the color code, I would prefer 200. If you give the color code 200, you will get this color. So this is what the layer setup. And let's close it. Let's begin the sketch. So as usual, you can see the start point is x3, y6. And we're going to make the circle first. Let me mark the circle with the diameter 2 and another circle with the diameter 3.5 with diameter 4.5 and 5. So we're going to make these circles first. So the first circle is diameter 2. So let me change this thing to object layer, start with circle and diameter, and its starting point is 3,6. Enter, and the diameter is 2 inch. Enter. So we're done with that circle. The next circle, we have a construction circle over here. We'll finish that later. And I would like to start with this circle 4.5 and 5. So take circle with diameter, choose the same center, click. This is 4.5. Enter. One more circle. And with same center, this will be 5. So that's it. We managed to make up to this. And now we can make this circle with a diameter 3.5. So this is a construction circle where we can find the center for these small circles over here. So this circle will be 3.5. Let me change this thing into construction layer and choose the circle with the same center. And the diameter is 3.5. Enter. Now what we need, we have to construct some axes so that we can easily find these intersection. So let me take the line, and before that change this thing into center layer. Take the line, start from here, click, move up. So make sure you turned on ortho mode to get straight lines like that. And this line, I would like to extend this because we're going to draw the section side view over this side. And let it be. And just finished the axis. So once you got the axis, now you can easily find this intersection on the construction circle. So over here, we're going to make two more circles with the diameter 0.4 and 0.65. So let me change this thing to object, take circle with diameter. You can easily choose this in the intersection, and this is 0.4. Enter. And the next one is 0.65. Take the circle with the same center, click, and this is 0.65, enter. Now that's it. Now we can easily make a polar array. With that, we need 6 same element. I'm going to choose polar array, select the object. I'm going to choose the first circle and the second circle, enter. Now you can pick your array sender over here, click. Now we managed to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arrays, and just close the array. And that's it. After that, you can find there is a gear tooth over here in the middle. So we have the details of gear tooth in another picture. Let me show you that. So this is the details. We are actually focusing how to make the hatch line. So anyway, you can easily construct this one. You could see this dimension is 0.07 for the teeth, and we're gonna draw a circle with 0.5 radius first. So let me take circle with the radius, and from the center, and this radius is 0.5. That's it. Let me zoom in. You can see it clearly. And for the teeth, the available dimension is the teeth height is 0.07. So let me take the line, start from this axis, and it should be 0.07, enter. I'm going to use the same dimension in this direction, 0.07, enter, and move down, let it be there. And then I'm gonna Control A, select everything, and trim out the extended area and this intersection as well. So now we managed to make one single teeth, and how we can make the tooths. To construct the entire tooth, we can make a polar array. So to count on that, here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 over 1 quarter. So for 4 quarters, this will be 36. So I'm going to choose polar array, and again select this single teeth that we managed to make, then enter, and make this as the polar array center. Click. Now you can see the array is coming, but the count, you have to make the item count over here as 36 and enter. Now you can see it is coming, and make sure you didn't check this one. If it is already got selected, make sure you uncheck that one, associative option, then close the array. So once finished, Control A again, select everything, so that we can easily take the trim tool and trim all these connections. There is many other way that you can draw this thing. I rather chose a very easy method so that we can easily make the hatch after this task. So it takes some time to trim everything, but it's easy. So you have to do this thing carefully. You should delete the bigger portion of this connection and leave the smaller connections. Okay, that's it. We managed to make the teeth as well. So once we finish the front view, now we can think about the side view. So we managed to make the front view. Now we are moving towards the side view. So to begin with the side view, I would like to construct the center line for this side view. So imagine there is a center line over here, and I suggest this distance should be 4 inches. So I'm going to choose the offset tool, and this offset tool over here, click, and then this distance is 4, enter, select this axis, move. So we managed to make the axis for the section. It is very clear that you can make use of mirror tool in this drawing, because if you check the top half of this sketch, it is exactly the mirror image of bottom half. So what we're gonna do, we make the top half and then we use the mirror tool to mirror it down. So as now, just think about everything above this vertical axis. If you manage to make this axis, and from here you can see this is 2 inch both sides. So from the center, I'm gonna move 1 inch both direction. Let me take offset, put 1 inch, enter, take this, move this way and take the sender, move this way, escape. Now I'm going to select these two lines. These two lines are objects, so convert that into object layer. So to find the top edge, it's very easy. You can take the line and start from this point, and you can just extend this line. Turn on ortho mode while you're doing this thing. You can easily find the top edge of that side view. And once you finish, you can trim out the remaining portions. So I need just a connection here. Take the trim tool, select these two, enter, and you can trim out these extra. On the top here, Control A again, choose the trim tool. I would like to delete this as well. This is how you can trim off. Now think about the sketch again. And over here we managed to find it, and down here we need these lines. So by simply extending from here you can find it, or you can see this distance is 0.25. So we can simply offset at a distance 0.25 from the top. So let me take the offset tool off from here. So this distance will be 0.25. Enter. Now you can simply select this line and move down. So that's it. And then before making these fillets, we can construct these center lines as well. So it is at a distance 0.5. So from the center, we're gonna move 0.25 right and 0.25 left. So take the offset, put 0.25. It's already there. Enter. And select this way and select this way. Now we can easily convert these things into object layer. That's it. So we managed to make that as well. Now we can make the chamfers. So we need a chamfer here, a fillet. So that fillet radius is given as 0.1 all over. So here one fillet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. We have to make this thing. So take the fillet tool from here, choose the fillet and go for the multiple, and you have two options, trim and not trim. On the top, I'm going to use the trim option. So select trim and select trim option. Radius is 0.1. Enter. Now you can come over here and you can select this corner and then this side. We managed to make a fillet for this side also. Select this and this. Now what happens if you make a fillet with the same method over here, it's gonna delete the remaining, but actually we want this line. For example, let me show you. If you select these and these, it will delete the entire line that goes towards the right, but actually we want that one. To avoid that situation, what you can do over the fillet option, when you take fillet multiple in trim, and you select the trim option, choose no trim, and now you can enter radius 0.1, enter, and you can select this side and this side. You can see the fillet is coming, but the remaining is not trimming off. So similarly, you can select these two lines. We got the fillet. So this is how you can make the fillet without deleting the line. So once you finish, use the trim tool and select these two fillets, then enter. You can easily trim out the extended areas that you don't want. So we managed to make it. And then what we can do, come over here, check on the sketch. We have to make this a special shape in here. So to make that shape, you need to extend lines from your front view to make this shape. So let me show you how you can do it. It's very easy if you focused. I'm gonna extend some lines from these circles. So take the line, start from here, click, move this way, let it be, and one more line. This time we're gonna start from here, click, and another from the bottom, and one more from this big line. That's it. Choose the trim tool and select these two lines in the middle. Enter. And now I'm going to trim out everything because we don't want this. We just use this as a construction. We just want this line in the middle. Now we managed to finish that part, and just check here. There is a line, it's passing over here, and it is at a distance 0.125 on both sides. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use offset. This is 0.125. Enter and select this line, move this way, click. And select this line, move this way and click. So once you finish, you can find 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in that squares, we're gonna join the corners. Take the line, start from this corner, click and connect with this. That's it. And similarly from here up to this, and from this corner to this outer corner, and lastly over here. This is how you can make the shape, and then you can trim out everything that you don't want. So choose Control A and choose the trim tool. I'm gonna trim off everything that I don't want. Let's trim it carefully. And trim off these things as well. So once you finish your trimming, still there is some lines. I'm going to select those, and I can delete this off. Erase this line. This as well. And over here, I'm going to erase, and there is something left behind. So Control A, choose the trim tool and trim that as well. So some of the line, if there is no connection, you have to erase, and if there is a connection, you can trim it off. So this is how you can make that shape. And here is some fillets going on both sides. Let's make that as well. So to make that fillet, we're going to construct this line. So to construct that line, I'm going to extend from this circle. So choose the line as usual and start from the circle, click, come over. That's it. Choose the trim tool, and I just need the connection between these two. Enter and trim off the remaining. Now we have to make a fillet over here. Let me choose the fillet. Multiple on trim option, choose no trim, and radius is 0.1. Enter. Now select this line and make a fillet here, and select this line and make a fillet on opposite side. Now you can choose the trim tool and select the fillets. Enter, and easily you can delete the remaining extra length. That's it. So we managed to find that as well. And we're almost finishing this thing. Over here there is another line on both sides, and it is at a distance 2.4. That means from the center you can offset 1.2. So let me offset 1.2. Take offset tool, enter 1.2. So from the center, I'm going to move this direction. From the center, move the left. Now select these two lines and make this as object. And if you check, we have to extend this line actually in this direction. So you're supposed to do this thing early. You can take this line and stretch this way. And you can take this line and stretch this way as well. So that's it. Select the line and you can easily trim this out. That's it. So we managed to make it. And the last thing, we have to show these two lines is actually come from the gear tools, from the top and from the bottom as well. To do that, take the line, zoom in so that you can see the tools very well. Start from the top, click, move this direction, and come over here, click, and one more. Start from the bottom side this time, from here, click, and move this direction, click. That's it. Now you can choose the trim tool, select these two lines, enter, and trim out the remaining. And the last thing, we have to delete this extension. So let me choose the trim tool and select these lines, enter. I'm going to trim off these lines. That's it. So this is the top half of the side view. Now what I can do, I can choose the mirror tool from the toolbox, choose mirror, select object. I'm going to select this one. So make sure everything got selected. Yeah, now it's okay. As well, to choose the mirror for the axis as well. Now we managed to select everything, enter, and define your mirror axis. Click here and here and put no. Now we managed to mirror it by using mirror tool. Now we managed to finish the sketch. Let me check. Yeah, we managed to finish the sketch, and the thing that we need to do, we have to construct the hatch line over here. And to make the hatch, it's very easy. And before we making hatch, we already define a layer for hatch. So go and select that layer, hatch layer. Now we can go to this tool. This is the hatch tool available in your draw toolbox. Over here, click hatch. Now you will get all option to manage hatch. So here you can see there is many different types of hatch that you can use. For this question, I'm going to use ANSI NC32. Similarly, you can have a brick style, steel style, many other things. So I'm going to choose ANSI 32. And then the scale factor. This is the scale factor. I'm going to choose 0.5. Enter. And if you want to hatch any particular closed area, it's easier. You can go here and choose pick points. So select pick points and come over here, click. It will make the hatch over there, and put your mouse on this area, click. And similarly on this area and this area as well. And use the same method on the downside as well. So click here, click, and then these two areas. It's all about choose pick point and select the area, closed area that you need to make the hatch. So this is how you can make hatch on the sketches. So the catch of these activity, how to create hatch, how to control hatch from the hatch tool, and how to select the hatch pattern, and then the scale factors as well. And there is many other things in hatch, and we will do that on another activity. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Keep learning AutoCAD.